Okay, I have very unfortunate news. Firstly, hello, welcome. I'm sorry, where? Hello? There. Okay, there we are. There's the tablet. So, something something just happened is I sit down, I start the stream, everything's fine, and then my neighbors start drilling. I'm gonna hope they're finished, and if they aren't, I'm gonna hope that the microphone can't pick it up. Otherwise, I apologize. I have no control over that. The timing of these people, my god. Okay. Hello, welcome. We are drawing. Finally, after so long. Actually, wait, I have to put this over here so I can see it. It has been a while because things happened that sometimes life just happens and you just kind of have to deal with it and let streams fall out. So that's unfortunate. But I should actually let's do that. So that's fine again. Okay. Now it's okay. So the thing is, in the last art stream, which was like 70 years ago, I made this sketch, and now after 70 years, I'm like, that's not actually gonna be useful. I can't really explain how I know which ones which Meme-Aras I need and which I don't. Oftentimes it's just I have to make a sketch and then I can kinda know how useful it's actually going to be. Like, this one is very useful. No debate on that. This one's very useful. I haven't used it that much yet, but it will be very useful. So instead of continuing this one, I probably won't finish this because in reality, I can only really use it for thumbnails, and until now I never had a need for such an error, so it's probably not going to be that useful. But this one, now this one's going to be useful. If I can make it correctly, that is. So we're gonna see how that goes. And the other thing is also... Wait, what was the last art stream? Wasn't the last art stream the Digimon artwork? I still haven't finished. Again, things happened. It happens. Sometimes you just have to give up on what you want to do. Unfortunately. But... I think the last stream was actually the drawing stream for that artwork, so I'm not going to finish that on stream because another thing I noticed, and I should probably very slowly start, but I will need a lot of brain power to start this and then it's going to be easy. First I have to do that, and then we just kind of have to take an educated guess about what we have to do. And the other thing that I was wondering for, okay, so up here with the references, up here with the references, so this is like, wait, I can draw over that, hold up. So I have I can't draw apparently because I'm on the wrong damn layer. All of this, that's my color palette, which is also very outdated, especially this part. I have to redo this color palette. It's so old at this point. Because like this is the old hair palette and this is the new hair palette. And I also have a new eye palette. Everything else stayed the same, but I do have to update these eventually. So I just have like the entire color palette besides the eyes, because the eyes don't, for the Meme-Aras especially, the eyes don't matter that much. Because it's mostly flat colored anyway, so who cares? I have this one because it's a full body Meme-Ara. One of the... I think it's the only one actually. No, we have a second one now with this one. We have two. So we can debate if it's full body if you can't see the head. Right, we have a full body one. We have this one because it's very clear how the bracelets work. And then this is the brush size that I use for the outlines. So that's all of that. Now I can delete this. And then we have to just start with this one. I mean, it's not that... Okay, so let's do a little analysis, actually. Just because we can. Maybe with a color that we can actually see. I feel like green is well visible on this. Right, because you have the head, which is slightly turned in this direction. Because we can see the ear. Right? With shoulders, with the torso, we have the shoulders which go down on both sides. Because it's like a relaxed sand. We're doing a little bit of analysis here. Right, so we have that whole thing, and then we have the arms, which are this is... Oh, actually, this elbow is interesting. Because I think the joint is here. Right, now we'll go up. It should technically... Wait, the arm should technically be... Okay, so... Wait, other thing. With arms and legs, I usually do joint, 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 and then I make cylinders. And with the cylinders, I like that the music gets so intense. With the cylinders, you usually just make circles and connect them. But one side of the cylinder is usually like in the... Wow, this brush is not good for thinning out the lines. Usually you have one part of the cylinder of the circle which isn't visible. Right, so you thin them out. And depending on how... Like this one's open, so this... You can basically see 3 sides of the cylinder, but this arm looks like it is closed up here, so basically just this, and it is closed down here, which would give this a substantial curve, which doesn't make that much sense, because here the upper part is open, then you have the joint, and then the bottom part is closed. Not sure what we're gonna do with that arm. Maybe we're gonna have to cheat a little bit, it's fine. And the hands are not that difficult. How many fingers do we have here? We have 1, and we don't have an active well. Make sure we remove that. We don't really need that. We have a bit of a lag with the transmission. Or the transmission is dead. I'm not sure. Maybe I should reconnect actually. Let me reconnect. I'm gonna hide that for a moment while I reconnect. I hit the mic, but I don't think you heard that, so it's fine. I'm just gonna concentrate on the sketch until we have the sketch, and then I can talk about what I wanted to talk about. I actually, for once in 30 years, I made a list. Because I keep forgetting, specifically, I keep forgetting to, to talk about the song of the week, which was a thing that I really wanted to do. Which I am putting like, a certain amount of effort in. So I do want to talk about it. So we have 1, 2, 3 fingers on this hand. And then we basically only have the thumb and the pointy finger, the point finger. And then just the knuckles. So that's not too bad. Actually. I do think it weirdly helps to do just a tiny bit of analysis on what I'm going to draw when I have a Vorlage like this. A reference. That's the actual word. So we have a head, right? We have with a nice round head. I have a nice round head, so that's not that much of a problem or concern rather. But we will put a bit of careful roundness into this round head, because for this the head should actually be round, because the head is round. That surely made sense in some universe. But and I immediately wanted to start talking about my topics, but I also know it will be a lot easier to talk about them when I don't have to put a lot of thinking into the drawing. Actually, it's interesting because the head is technically turned, but the face isn't really. You know, it's like there's a bit of a tilt, but not much, because you have the ear. If I might pick a color that we can actually see somewhat. No, actually, wait. Because this is actually a lot more difficult than I anticipated. Nope. And these are actually not big enough. How do I know? I don't know. I think also mostly because the head is just not his. So his head is round. However, does go like there is a chin somewhere, you know. So let's try that. Actually, that might be good. I can do that, and then I can do. Nope. Then I can do that. Nope. That's another thing with an ear like this. It has to be flatter than what you would expect, I guess. This might just work, actually. Okay. Yeah, we can work with that. Or I can work with that. But then I still have to... That actually looks better. That isn't that turned. That might be okay. Or not. So this one works, but that one doesn't. Why? It's not round enough and it goes up too high. That is the very simple answer. Okay. So these go in, out, in, out. That's another thing how I don't really use that as much as I probably should, but usually so we have, so we have the hairbands, right? They go down, inwards, outwards. And I should usually remember this because the head form usually kind of follows the one that goes in. But I always forget, so I always have to look at myself. Because I'm a professional. I'm not. Maybe a little bit. Maybe at least in drawing myself I might be a little bit professional. Actually, this doesn't work. But why? That is a great question. Why does this not work? This is just irritating me a little bit. Actually, probably. Now that I removed it. Ah, that was the wrong button. Okay. Maybe I should remove that menu down when I'm streaming. Wait, I'm dumb. I'm trying to apply normal anatomy to non-normal anatomy. And this is actually too big. Well, well. Well, well, well. No, that was fine. Why did I press the other one? Maybe that works. Maybe. Betonung auf maybe. Hi, hi. I'm looking vielleicht. That's fine. That's fine. Why? Wait, why did it go into break again? We are 20 minutes in. That message came, I don't know. I can't actually, what time is it? I can't actually see the time. Like 3 minutes ago, so quite a bit. Listen, I added another timer for just Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, and I feel like that might have broken the other timer as well. Ich glaube nach 17 Minuten Stream Time. We won't question that anymore. He just wants me to be nice and take breaks. Er will nur das Beste für mich. Aber vielleicht wäre das Beste, die Pausen zu den richtigen Zeiten zu geben. Habe ich mal darüber nachgedacht. Wahrscheinlich nicht. Here. So I'm doing too many details again. If you can't tell. So let's just continue. Right? Because we have why am I even putting so much work into the chin when it won't be visible at the end anyway? Well, that's just kind of how I do it apparently. Okay. No, we're going to do the entire body, and then we're going to do the entire body except for this arm, and then we're going to put the arm on top, and then we can remove everything that's not visible. You know? Okay. Actually, too much of a straight line. I don't understand why the bot doesn't work how it's supposed to, but alright. It's also weird that the body isn't... I mean, the body is kinda turned, but not, like, seriously, you know? It's like, yeah, the body's turned, but not actually. And that's where the shoulders just kinda... slump down. No. I do not like this side. Okay, I mean this one... Okay, wait. I need a better view of this, right? This is a joint. This is also a joint. I should do this the other way around. Okay, then this is the cylinder start, and this is another joint. And then we have the end of the cylinder here, right? This isn't visible. This is very bad, but it works. No, that arm still confuses me, but this arm is pretty straightforward, right? It's one side. It goes down. It meets at the joint. We have the invisible cylinder side. And then it is again this, which goes up. Right. Now the question is, what the fuck is going on with the other arm? Because purely on technicalities, it should be closed here and then go down. That would mean that this is open, which it doesn't look like it is. Or it might be just in a... like instead of this, it's more like too little space. It's more like... nope. It's more like that. It's more straight. It's straight even. Okay, I can do this. If the music gets that intense, I have to do it. But there's also not a lot of space. Like the arms up. Like yeah, got stuck in the microphone. The arms take on a lot of space because they interlace. I'm just going to do this very roughly, right? Because this one goes to the front, kinda like to here, and then it goes up to here. And this one just goes through and lays on here. And then we have the entire hand in my face. I can actually take some creative liberties with this. Oh. And with creative liberties, I mean that I need another darker color so we can actually see the damn hand. Okay. Not bad. I can live with that. Maybe. Betonung auf maybe. And mostly... how does the hair work? The head might be too big, actually. Let's just do this roughly. Nope. Sure. Nope, you know what? I'm lazy. So we are doing that. I don't actually know how much delay we have between between what I'm doing and between what the stream shows. Maybe a minute, a second, a minute, maybe a minute. Oh, you see, I forgot that I have like hair thingies that make my ears a mystery. No. Connect. 9. Yes, I just mistipped twice in a row. Out, in. Out, up. Maybe. That also changes the hair placement down here, actually. Let's remove that. Just so we can see better what I'm actually doing. No. Maybe. Maybe okay. Maybe alright. Maybe a little bit alright. Not really, but kinda. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. And as soon as I've laid all of the groundwork, I can actually get into my topics. Probably shouldn't take me half an hour to start my topics, but whatever. Oh. Somehow everything's just kind of working gerade so today. That's what it seems like anyway. Actually, so that's why I have... Don't komm mit in stabile Verbindung, du. The bracelets are on this arm. Which means they aren't visible. It's that simple. I could, obviously, just take this entire thing and mirror it. Can I just mirror the entire... Yeah. I could do that. And we would have... it there. But I'm not sure if I actually want it. Let me just... Okay. Something's still working. But it's okay. I think I will just do it as the references. But this also means that I have to remove this. And... define the arm a bit more. And also do that. You know, I've shot with sleeves. Surprisingly enough. Contrary to popular belief, I actually have a shirt with sleeves. I don't think that's contrary to popular belief. But it was funny to say that. So it's okay. Let's do something like that. Sure, why not? And then we can just kind of do that. And then that should actually be kind of okay. I'm gonna copy this and remove a good chunk of it. Just so we have a clearer picture of what we're working with. Which is probably mostly just like, yeah, a weird shoulder that I might have to fix somehow. You know, adding a line where the where the actual sleeve starts might be beneficial, you know? Like, there. Just maybe. Maybe we can turn this arm a bit up. So that aligns better with the hand. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Okay. But we... do I want that? I'm not sure. Let's try to turn this a bit outwards. Actually, that might do something. And I might have to skip the music here a bit. As soon as I find it. Is this... What is this? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna skip that. And then we're moving back. Alright. Actually, I'm going to drink I'm going to drink a bit of water. I'm so through somehow. Not really, I think I'm not fully awake yet, you know? 1 second. Alright. Oh, that was very bad actually. Hold up. Now I have to fix that. So kids, place your hotkeys carefully. That's what I can say to that. So what I actually can talk about now after I've finished fixing this, because this is not... Oh, that was that. That was not my intention. But all of this is not necessary. This up here is a little bit, but also not quite. Okay. It's taking shape now, it's taking form. And we might be missing a little bit of face there. Yeah, that. Yeah. So we can pull this down further. And do something like that. Or so. Sure. That might work. This is kind of great because it looks so goofy. Okay, wait. I can fix this. I can fix it, I promise. Alright. But the head and the hand might be a little bit big. I think at least. Let's just try that. That suddenly makes a bit more sense, doesn't it? I mean, you can also... Yeah. That's good. Alright. And then I'm just going to copy that too. And actually make a new one. This is going to be a long one again, apparently. A lot of them are kind of evened out. But some of them turn out to be longer. I hope that the connection is partially stable. If the tablet reacts, that would also be great. No, you stay there. Alright, let's do actually another sketch over this because it's a bit dirty. And when we do that, I can actually now talk about, now that we have a base that we can work with, I can actually talk about what I want to talk about. And that's why there were no art streams for so long. The very simple answer is life. But on the other hand, it was a bit more complicated than that. And also with like drawing on stream has turned out to be a bit more difficult than I anticipated, actually. Purely because of how I'm handling what I start on stream off stream, to say it like that. Because what I noticed, especially with the, so I noticed it a little, or rather it happened with the Hyunju fan art, and then I also noticed it with the Digimon artwork, is that when I start something on stream, it's difficult to finish it off stream. Which is, no, I should first do these, which is one of the reasons why I've now retorted it back to the Meme-Aras. Because I know that with a pretty good chance I can, with a pretty good chance finish one of these in one stream. So it just kind of makes sense to make these on streams, because I can actually finish them, and then I don't have to like sit around and be like, oh, I can't continue this, because my brain is like, you started the streaming, you will finish this streaming, which is really annoying. So instead, what I'm currently planning to do with art streams is just doing Meme-Aras whenever I need them, or as long as I have like reference for them, or until I feel like I have enough of them, and then possibly just doing like anatomy studies, I guess. Just like a little bit. Maybe someone can also learn by watching me do anatomy studies. That is entirely possible. So I figure that makes a bit more sense, because I know it just kind of does. It just kind of does make more sense. For me, at least. Eventually, I might be able to... Eventually, I might be able to say like, alright, I now have like this thing that I want to do, which isn't very time sensitive, which I can do live. And maybe we're just going to work on the same artwork for a while, because technically I only need like, I don't know, 4 to 6 hours to finish a piece. If I do it how I'm used to doing it. But because I'm talking, and because I have to like keep a lot of my eyes on a lot of different things, that does mean that it takes more time to finish a piece. Which, like, I already noticed with the Meme-Aras, normally I would take like 40 minutes maybe to finish one. But because I'm talking, and because I have to like look at chat and kind of keep my eyes on the connection and all of that stuff, it takes like 1.5 hours. Though the last ones I did shade. This one I don't think I'm going to shade. And shading does put a bit more time on that. But what did I want to say? My point stands. Purely on technicalities, it might take like 6 to 8 hours if I do like a full piece on stream, which would be 4 streams, which would be long. But if it's something that's like not time sensitive or anything, then it doesn't really matter anyway, and then I can just do that like with the Uni Seonju fan art, it was kind of frustrating because I was like, I started it when they had their debut, and I was like, oh great, I can post it while they're still promoting, and then I didn't finish it, and now they stopped promoting, I think, more or less. I know they've been doing like festival appearances and like big concert appearances, like listen, I'm not in the loop. Something that like kinda like KCON. Were they by KCON? Wasn't there one there? I think there was KCON Japan. I don't know. I'm not in the loop, kids. But I know that they've been doing stuff because I've been getting. They just recommended. It's just a question of time. But I might just, you know, I might just start something else on stream. I mean, especially with like, you know, like not full body artworks, obviously also don't take as much time. That music change was very sudden, but that's okay. Alright. This one actually can get in a bit closer. Now that I see this. Alright. And no. Wait, I can do this. I can fix her. Alright. The other thing with K-pop as well right now is that so firstly now what I want to talk about, which I forgot like 4 streams in a row, is the song of the week. Because every week I recommend a new song, which until now like I was like, I don't want to only recommend K-pop or like songs from K-pop groups. I also want to recommend like other stuff because I sometimes do find songs from like smaller producers and stuff, and I want to recommend those too because a lot of them are very good and are not very known at all. And now well, all of the songs and recommendations have been K-pop songs, so that's unfortunate. But that's okay because there's still very good songs, and there will come songs from smaller producers as well. Just this morning I checked for like more indie producers, I guess, that make songs, but there hasn't been a lot of new stuff in the areas that I look. That was a complete sentence. That was nice. Listen, I sometimes feel very lost, but I've never felt as lost as I look here. This is almost ridiculous. Only almost. Let's see. Not quite. Let's pull it to the side. Also, the hair is very unbalanced, so we kind of have to fix that. Maybe. If it lets us. If it lets us, I would like to fix this. Hopefully. Well. No. That's another problem with the Meme-Aras. The hair is like such a careful balance of going in and going out, and if you don't do it right, it just looks weird. Like this. The head is slightly turned, so it kind of works, but it doesn't really. It should be fine. I'm a bit worried about this arm, actually. So let me do that. And then I just fix it up here. And there's the banger music again. I fixed it too far down. Yeah, that works. Okay. No, but what I completely lost what I was talking about. So, the song of the week for this week is Girls Never Die by Triple S. And the thing is, I've heard of Triple S like throughout the time that like the subunits debuted and stuff. And with all the Lunar stuff, I also heard about them because they were mentioned a few times. And does this work? Independently of the reference. Does this work? I think so, actually. The hand might still be a little big. But I think it also looks like that because the outlines are not very balanced at the moment. And that was my lamp. So I think if I move... Let me copy that. If I move this a bit to the side, that was too far. If I move this a bit to the side, like that, we should be fine. Maybe. We should use all the space that we have when making these because they are on a smaller layer. Okay. Yep. Now we need a trusty little handy for pixel brush. So, where was I? Girls Never Die. The Triple S is insanity. I want to add to that because it's like, what do you mean they have 24 members? What? The song is really good. The song is really good. Also, I watched a little bit of the Weekly Idol episode with them, which was really fun. I don't know where to start. Let me actually start with these. Yeah, I should make them a bit thinner. Okay. Yeah, no. So I watched like I think half of the Weekly Idol episode they were on, and it was very fun. And they have a lot of members. I also lightly read over their profiles because that's what I usually do when a new group appears. I just kind of look into the profiles. Partially as well because I watched some of the older survival shows. And then I'm like, oh, have I seen this person before? And oftentimes I have. A show. But like these days, like obviously before, a lot more. Now it's just kind of like, oh, all of these people were born before 2005. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? It's very odd. That's a whole other can of worms that I'm not gonna open, but it's okay. This is not very clean what I'm doing here. But yeah, so the Girls Never Die is this song of the week. Also, I have started a YouTube playlist with all the songs of the week because that seemed like a smart move. Where I am going to like throw all the songs in, so they are all in one playlist. Does that work? I hope so. Just because that, I don't know, it just kind of made sense to have all of the songs in a playlist. In an official era playlist. It's on the VOD channel. It's also, I made a command for it, so... Exclamation point playlist will bring a direct link to the playlist. Which I also have to add. I have to update the commands, actually, because a few more have been added. I also started another little thing, which I'm not ready yet to link, because it's so new. But another thing is happening. Nope. No, 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 no. Return. Thank you. I'm actually going to leave that open until I have shoulders. That makes a bit more sense. Hopefully. I feel like I'm putting too much work into this, actually. It's a Meme-Ara. They are supposed to be odd and little and dumb and stuff. Also, I already forgot the title for the stream, so that's fun. It's fine. I can start talking about that at any time. I have many thoughts on it. No. I love how I started first with K-pop instead of what is actually in the title of the stream. Very classic era move, if you ask me. I have been getting back into K-pop pretty clearly. Even though none of the groups that I really like are currently doing much. Like Twice is not doing much. Dreamcatcher is not doing much. What else do I like? I know, it's like when I'm like, okay, which group do I like which hasn't had a comeback in a while? It's like none of them really. So I heard today that Le Sserafim is preparing a new album, comeback, whatever. So we'll see what happens with that. Meh. Should be fine. Let me actually make a new partner here. Okay. But actually, on the K-pop note, I'm just going to continue with that because I have one last thing. On that is Kepler. Because Kepler has somehow evaded disbandment, at least as far as I've understood it now and as far as I've heard. They are not disbanding. Yoso and Mashiro are just leaving because they have like other obligations from the company's side. Which is really interesting because everyone was like, oh yeah, Kepler's going to disband. Kepler's going to disband. Kepler's definitely going to disband. And then it was like, they're not going to disband. And everyone was surprised. Me too, by the way. I also was on the train of like, oh yeah, Kepler's going to disband, definitely. But I saw a comment under some post that was discussing that it was like, it doesn't really make sense for them to leave because they're all from smaller agencies or don't have a strong individual fan base, and so that's where they're going to stay as Kepler. And I mean, if it works, it works. This hand doesn't work. If it works, it works, then that's fine. It is unfortunate that they are, I don't want to say losing 2 members. That they are giving up 2 members. The 2 members cannot continue the activities with the rest of them because I'm guessing their company had it planned for a very long time to be like, hey, when the group's promotions are over, you're all coming back and you're going to join the other girls and then going to be rich. Maybe not, that was paraphrased, but maybe something like that. We don't know. We weren't in the meeting room. It could also be that I'm not making accusations. It could also be that the girls were like, yeah, no, we're going to... I don't think they were, but maybe they were. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But anyway, I listened to Shooting Star once. I wanted to listen to it more, but I didn't have time. And I agree with the general consensus that this very clearly was intended as a disbandment song. But now it's like the end of one era and the start of a new one. And I mean, like, they are probably going to meet on music shows anyway. In whichever group they land, they are probably... The promotions are eventually going to overlap and then they are going to meet. That's just kind of how the universe goes, I guess. Oh, this won't work. And that's fine, and then they're going to meet and they can celebrate together. Even if they are purely on technicalities apart. But it's also going to be interesting to see where Kepler is going to go in a musical direction. Because I'm still so confused by it, because they debuted and everyone's like, oh great, they have an idea for the group, they know what they want to do, and then they had the first comeback and everyone was like, they have no idea what they're going to do with this group. And then they kind of didn't until... Actually, I forgot what comeback was after We Fresh. Was it Giddy? It might have been Giddy. I'm forgetting one of the Korean comebacks, I'm pretty sure, and I can't. There was one that I kind of missed for some reason. Was it Galileo or was it a Japanese song? I don't remember. Well. But my point is that where Kepler's going now is very interesting. And I could now return to my whole argument of unis is what could be what Kepler could have been. But it's still too early for that. So I'm going to bring that up when I have proof. It's that simple. But anyway, art tips. Art tips. I hate them. I hate them so much. Art tips are so annoying. And I say this as someone who is regularly on like Pinterest. New platform just dropped on Pinterest and wait. Oh, okay. This might have been a mistake on my end. As someone who's regularly on Pinterest to genuinely look for tips. Or like, not tips. I hate looking for art tips because none of them make any sense. But I'm looking for like guidelines, suggestions, things that other people do, which I could at least try out. And it's so annoying though. The art tips are so annoying because it's always like, oh, don't do it like this, do it like that. Because the way that I showed you how to do it first is wrong because it looks ugly. And every time I see that, I'm like, no. That is a beautiful hint. I'm going to leave it like that. No, it's so dumb because so many of the art tips are like, oh, don't do it like you are doing this for the first time. Do it like you've been doing this for the 70th. I can't say that. Let me rephrase. Don't do this art thing how you would do words. Hello. don't do the thing like you're doing it for the first time. Do the thing like you've been practicing to do the thing for 3 months, which it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. It's stupid. It's stupid when it's like, oh, you see this? This is ugly. You have to do it like this. And no one tells you that you have to like specifically practice for at least like a week to actually get better at it. Because why would they? That would be too nice of them. That's a terrible shoulder. That's just dumb. Best art tip, draw. Just draw. That's easier said than done. Sure. But it's also the most effective. And just for info, I'm not following that advice. I'm definitely not. I'm just kind of doing when I can and when I have the motivation to draw, then I draw, sure. But otherwise it's not... There isn't... Like, I could be drawing more, sure, I could be getting better faster or something. But I'm just not, because I'm like doing 70 things at once. And that's just kind of how I handle it. But I'm also, how do I say this? I'm at a skill level where I don't mind it that much. Like, I don't think I'm great, but I can visualize what I want to visualize. That's the wrong word. I can draw what I want to draw when I have the idea for it most of the time. Very rarely I will fail miserably, but most of the time I can actually do and draw what I want to share. And then that's okay. And so it's also a question of like, at what level do you want to be? Do you want to be able to draw everything ever without problems? Then you are going to have to put the work in for that. But if you're fine with just kind of having a solid skill level that you can work with, then you don't have to work for that long. Okay. And that's why art tips are dumb. No, it's just so annoying that it's like, oh no, you're doing it wrong, you're doing it ugly, so you have to do it better, and it's so stupid. So stupid. But that's okay. No, it's not. It's actually not okay. It's so annoying. Because the other thing is also, when I'm looking for art tips, I'm looking more for tips for like, hey, if you want to do something that looks like this, you should use this kind of brush. Or hey, if your characters look very pale and not correctly in the light, maybe try this technique. Add it on to whatever else you're doing. But so often it just ends up looking so annoying. Okay, wait, let's do this with 3 actually. The face features, that might help a little bit. Sure. I mean, there is a reason why. I mean, on one hand, it's like... What did I want to say? I had a thought and I lost it. Great. It's also partially a thing of like... What is your motivation to draw? And I don't really think there's a bad motivation. You know, like sure you can say like, all right, it's bad if you draw only for money, but if it gets you to draw, like, who cares? I don't like something about this. Okay. How do I look that confused? Genuinely asking. This is the face of someone who doesn't know what is going on. This is like I'm trying to listen, but my head is empty. Which is accurate, however. It's okay. Let's do a little bit, of coloring. No idea what I did with this last, but okay. No. No. Can you... Okay, wait. I have to move this up there. The 6 is probably too much. Yeah. That I also don't think is too much. That might be good. Okay. No, but art tips just genuinely it's so weird, it's so odd, it's so unnecessary. Okay, tablet, are you okay? The connection alright? I feel like the connection is just having hiccups and the tablet is being dramatic and being like, hey, reconnected! Now! It's unstable! It looks a little bit unstable actually, maybe I should reconnect. Let's reconnect. Let me do that. And then let me reconnect this. Maybe it helps, maybe it doesn't. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. Okay. Okay. I made a little oopsie up there, but that's alright. Don't tell me that it's unstable again. You have no reason to be in stable connection. You are fine. Stop lying to me. Maybe we're not fine. But I can't do much else actually, so shall we? Okay, these corners were not filled correctly. I mean, there's also just... I think it's also so odd when people are like comparing their age to the age of other artists. Because the age is not comparable. The only thing that's comparable is how much time you had to draw. Because even if you had 20 years, if you only spent a year of that on drawing, then, you know, you've only spent a year of it on drawing. So it makes sense that someone else, even if they're younger, has spent 5 years on drawing, that they are on some level better. That's also another thing with like the skill thing or quality thing or whatever. It's like, it's subjective. Sure, you can say that the people who are really good at drawing are the people that can do really nice anime art that looks like actual official anime art. Or you could also measure this in time, right? Like, okay, can you finish an artwork in an hour? Yes, then you're a good artist. It really depends on how you measure it from person to person. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, now I admit the connection isn't stable. Even though I don't understand why. Let's do this again, actually. It's unfortunate that it is this unstable, but this is literally the only way I can record this tablet. So there's not much else that I can do. This is just kind of what we have to deal with. In this specific case, at least. Where was I? What a good artist is very objective. By artists, by people that view the art, by whoever. I don't care, because what really makes a good artist is an artist that says they are an artist. And they are confident in their abilities. And they are comfortable in their abilities. And they like doing art. For one reason or another. Be it for the art's sake or for monetary gain. For monetary gain. My pronunciation today is absolutely non-existent, and I don't really know why. Like, I'm trying to think if I like did something that required a massive amount of brain power yesterday. Calm down. And the answer to that is very simply, that was wrong. The answer to that is very simply no. I did record something yesterday. But it didn't, I mean, it did require a bit more brain power than I expected. But not as much as I should be lost now. This is actually beautiful. See, this is the thing with like, wait, let me finish there. This is the thing with the Meme-Aras. Sometimes I can tell, yeah, I'm gonna use that one when I make the sketch, and sometimes I can tell when I make the sketch like, oh, I don't actually need this one. Because like, obviously, yes, my reference are, haha, funny picture, funny anime face, whatever. But just because it's a funny anime face doesn't mean I need an error version of it. You know? It's like, sure, an error version can't hurt. Worst case scenario, I draw something that I don't use. But it is very interesting how I can make a sketch and be like, yeah, I'm gonna use that one. Or like, no, I'm not, like, I can make this now, but I'm not actually going to utilize it when I have it. Where did we... Here. Right? Yeah. Right, like with this one, I know didn't really stop making this, because I was like, yeah, every step of the way I'm like, yeah, I need that one. I can use that. I know that I can use that. I know that this is one that I could have used before. Now we have a new break time. Great. From the time... Interesting. It's fascinating how Koi is doing this. Actually, I'm going to listen and drink something. Hold up. With this very intense music. With this era, I can tell that I could have used this one before. With this, that we can't see very well. Hold up. Yeah. With this one, I can tell you I wouldn't have used this for bloop there. I would have maybe used it for thumbnails, but I never had a need for one like this. So it's understandable that my brain is like, you know, that was a very abrupt music change. You know, you don't need this one. You don't have to make it. So I won't. And instead we'll concentrate on this one. Because that's also just kind of what I do, I guess. Let's actually do this. And then we can take care of the face details. Because that also just makes sense to do that last. And I mean, there will always be Meme-Aras that I use more than others. Obviously. Like, this one is especially well because the other two are more... The other two that I made on stream are more visually entertaining. In the sense of, oh yeah, they will work on thumbnails. They will look well on still images that don't associate directly with my voice. Right? But with this one, because the mouth is open, it will work well in the Meme-Aras and in the bloop there thing. Simply because the mouth is open, so I can throw it in when I'm speaking. And that's what most of these are about. Until obviously I kind of stop making main videos and... Well, we know how that went. And now I don't make bloop there anymore, so I don't really have a need for any of these. But I hope I can return to that. Actually, this is not... I don't like this. And I mean, actually, when we're already on the... So I try to avoid talking about drama a little bit. At least with like the... You know, when it's like something stupid, like obviously I can talk about it, like whatever. But with the more serious stuff, I do try to avoid it. I maybe like keep an eye on it, keep up with it, whatever, out of curiosity or because it involves people that I watched before or something. But oftentimes I do try to avoid it just simply because I avoid talking about it because I don't... Oftentimes I don't feel qualified to talk. This looks so stupid. Look at her. She's so lost. Actually, I want to try with this color because a lighter color makes more sense. If we take a look at the reference picture, it's a darker color, but it's lighter. It's less saturated. But it also has a higher value. No, won't work. And let's try that actually. That wasn't my plan. Let's return to this one. No, but like in YouTube Germany currently there's like a lot of I don't want to say drama, because so much of the stuff just sounds like, oh yeah, no, you people should be in front of a court. This is stupid. So much of that stuff is just like, oh yeah, no, you people should be in front of court right now and discuss that with my voice is dying, with a jury and a judge and whatever. And instead it's being posted on Twitter and YouTube, and it's like, it's so annoying. But like so first of all, we have this thing. This is finished, I guess. And it really takes me 1.5 hours. With a few issues. But that's okay. But this is like basically this one's finished, I guess. Let me put the picture better here in the corner. Okay. So then I can save this. And then I can save... No, that was not supposed to happen. Okay. Yes. Okay, wait, I saved the other one wrong. Let's save that again. Okay. Now it makes sense. So here we have a Meme-Ara. Isn't that beautiful? So I could now... This looks so stupid. Actually, hold up. Let me sort that one into the gallery. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let me sort... No. I come in... wait. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. There. Then you go over here. And then you go over here. Beautiful. Now I can show you. So, these are all the Meme-Aras I have. It's quite a lot. It's, I don't know how many. It's 39 pictures, as we can see up there under the title of the ordner. And these are wonderful. I love them very much. Even if some of them I don't really use at all anymore. Some of them just like some of them, especially from the first batch, which wasn't even a batch, it was just 4 of them that I made, of which I think I only use 1 or 2 maybe. All of them are in here. Are all of them in here? Yeah, all of them are in here, but I rarely use some of them. But here we have a little new friend. I have so many thoughts about this, but her head just looks empty. Well. It's unfortunate. But it's true. Just... I don't know, it just kind of is like that. Well. I don't really have much else. Music goes into overdrive. I do have like the other ones with the references. I can show these off. I still love this one. This one is great. And this one is also very nice. So these just kinda make sense like this, I guess. Let me return to that program. So I did have another topic, but I don't think I'm going to actually mention it now. Maybe I can bring it up another time. Next week, what I think we're going to do is we're going to make a Meme-Ara of this one. Because this is the last one that I have in here that I actually see a use for. So that's just kind of what I think I'm going to do with that. Otherwise, there won't be a Thursday stream this week. Thursday streams were I think like half of the Thursday streams I only did because there was no stream on Tuesday. But now we will return to the regular schedule, which is drawing on Tuesdays and Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth on Saturdays. That was again a very sudden music stop that scared me for a moment. What was I talking about? Art streams! Apparently I think like, I mean we could make the sketch now, but actually I really want to, because that means we would have less work next time, so I think we'll just make the sketch next time, because this one's also a lot easier than the one we just did, because it's kind of symmetrical. We could definitely make this symmetrical, and it's less detailed overall. So I think we will make this one next week then. Okay, next stream is Saturday with Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. I already forgot what we have to do. We are on the station. We have to figure out where the station is glitching. And yeah, otherwise let's plays and stuff and everything all in the cart and so. And I think I'm actually just going to end the stream now. 1.5 hours are enough for Tuesday. Noon time, whatever. And then it's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. So actually, I'm debating if I end now or not. I will end now. I think so. I think that's fine. We made an entire meme. Sorry, the tablet was weird. We made an entire Meme-Ara, which is beautiful, and I will probably use her a lot. Sometimes I can just tell by when they are finished that like, oh yeah, I'm gonna use that a lot. That one fits me really well. That's going to be very useful, so I'm going to use it a lot. That's what useful means usually. So yeah. It's going to be very interesting overall actually. Okay. So we're going to move over to the ending screen. Thank you for watching, for accompanying me here on the making of this beautiful Meme-Ara. And next week we're gonna make a new one. And this Saturday we're going to continue Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. And yeah, I'll advertise my stuff more next stream when I have done things. So, to the ending screen we go! Woo!